And it's just a few hours until the first round of the 2026 NFL draft. And at the 32nd pick, the Seahawks, I have no idea who they're going to pick. And that's a wonderful thing. First of all, it's always wonderful when the Seahawks win the Super Bowl, which means you get the last pick in the first round. But it's extra helpful when it's a year when the draft class is not that strong. There's still a lot of good talent in the late first, early second, even third rounds. We don't need a home run here in the draft. Let's just say we are in a very, very good position, even with some key departures. Since I last recorded, of course, Super Bowl MVP Kenneth Walker had moved on to Kansas City. We signed Manuel Wilson to replace him, which is good, just not the same kind of impact old Kenny brought. And, wish him luck. He really turned it on the end of last season. But I can understand it's not a great investment for a football team. It's just the nature of running backs. They too often get hurt. Or just lose their effectiveness. So I get it. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean we need to draft a running back at 32. I think there's only a couple good running backs outside of Jeremiah Love, who we are not drafting not well before we pick. I think we can get by. This is a good team, regardless, a good offense. And I think with our remaining running backs, I really like Kenny McIntosh. If he can just stay healthy, I like him. Zach Charbonnet will be back later in the year. Wilson and George Halani, that's a good running back group. We don't need a replacement. We also lost Boye Mafe, the erstwhile, Reek Woolen, and Kobe with a C, Bryant. So we have a couple spots we need to, we have some missing pieces in our lineup, but they're not critical. I think for the draft, get the best player available. There's a lot of good talent in the defensive backs, especially for what I'm projecting, or what others are projecting that I'm listening to. Yeah, 32 looks like a good place to get a cornerback, safety, hybrid. I think we'll get somebody really good there at that position. We could also use defensive end, especially, DeMarcus Lawrence. He's not getting any younger, of course. We need to think about the future. Again, I don't think it's a position we necessarily need to reach at 32. If we even stay there. So, this is a good place. I think we'll get a quarterback. That would be my best guess. Just with the talent that's there, that's what it looks like. But, you know what? You don't need a big, NFL guide, NFL draft guide kind of thing. I'm happy. Seahawks get to celebrate. Upgrading my green room. Good things are coming as we, soak in, digest the victory of the 2025 season and Super Bowl 60. Good green, everyone.